Hello, my name is Mahmoud. Today we will talk about the module 4, and in this module we will compare and contrast the various strategies that schools may use to give their students appropriate access to technology. The question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of each strategy, and which strategy would you recommend for your school? Let's begin. Following on from the previous topic, which dealt with the student engagement and technology's part in the process, it is important to examine the issue of student access to technology. Attitudes are relevant, but only once the technology is in place, and then the question becomes which technology is being used. Over the last 20 years, a number of ICT implementation options have been designed for a classroom beyond the original web processing computer. Below I list three. Then examine them each in more detail. 1. Interactive whiteboards. 2. Social networking is best defined as interactive forms of media that allow users to interact with and publish to each other through the internet. They allow users to build personal web pages and connect with friends, to share content and simply communicate. Uno to Uno one-to-one laptop programs provide students with portable laptop computers to enhance opportunities for learning. We'll explore them further in a momento. So, the interactive whiteboard is a system comprised of a computer directly linked to a data projector and a touch-sensitive electronic board that displays images. These images can be manipulated or changed with touch, which provides versatility and an opportunity for increased multimedia implementation. The interactive whiteboard can be used to enhance motivation and engagement by assisting as a visual resources, creating further opportunities for group collaboration, assisting in teacher modeling and demonstration, and assisting with students who have attention difficulties, and more, if you know what I mean. However, there are limitations to the interactive whiteboard, most of which are similar to a lot of other technological tools. The main issue is the opportunity for a sufficient teacher training and personal development, as the potential uses can be ignored through a lack of knowledge and skill. Further, the increased student motivation and engagement can be short-lived if the tool implementation usage quickly becomes stale. Finally, interactive whiteboards can be quite expensive as well as the software needed to run them. Social networking is a controversial topic, as the potential usage in a classroom has potential for strong positives and strong negatives, as social networking sites such as Facebook are becoming a staple part of a child's life. Their implementation in the classroom can encourage engagement through familiarity and maintain real-life relevance. Also, they can encourage communication even beyond class and school time, and the use in the classroom provides the opportunity for teaching responsible online behavior. However, their use can be quite distracting. Monitoring student activity is a time-consuming and possibly futile teacher task. Also, the increased online time can mean a higher incidence of cyberbullying, while also decreasing face-to-face communication time. Finally, we come to one-to-one laptop programs, uno to uno. Ever since Methodist Ladies College began a quest for individual student computing in 1989, Australian schools have led the globe in pursuing the one-to-one laptop dream. Below is a list of outcomes taken directly from Steger. Number 1. Students take enormous pride in their work. Number 2. Individual and group creativity flourishes. Multiple intelligences and ways of knowing are in ample evidence. Connections between subject areas become routine. Learning is more social. Work is more authentic, personal, and often transcends the assignment. Social interactions tend to be more work-related. Students become more naturally collaborative and less competitive. Students develop complex cooperative coding strategies, and kids gain benefits from learning alongside of teachers. Learning does not end when the bell rings or even when the assignment is due. For the teacher outcomes, the school's commitment to laptops convinces teachers that computers are not a fad. Every teacher is responsible for use. Teachers reacquaint themselves with the joy and challenge of learning something new. Teachers experience new ways of thinking, learning, and expressing one's knowledge. Teachers become more collaborative with colleges and students. Authentic opportunities to learn with from students emerge, sense of professionalism and self-esteem are elevated, thoughtful discussions about the nature of learning and the purpose of school become routine and sometimes passion. Teachers have ability to collaborate with teachers around the world, and new scheduling, curriculum and assessment strategies emerge. The list covers the possible benefits for students and teachers. However, as with any new initiative, there are negatives. The most common block for schools seeking to implement such a program is funding. The moolah, the money. The initial startup cost can be quite prohibitive, especially as computers continue to be expensive. This can partly be because old technology is not equipped to handle new software. Thus, a constant hardware upgrade cycle is perpetuated. There is also a necessary infrastructure that must be set up in any school, which adds to the cost and time commitment for those involved. Finally, the demand on teachers can be immense, as they are forced to learn new technologies and find ways to implement them properly. One option that can offset the financial strain for a school is to have computers available through mobile computer labs. In this strategy, the computers are placed on small carts or desks with wheels so they can be moved to the area of need. This strategy is certainly cheaper. However, there can be scheduling issues which prevent students from constant access. Also, personal student accountability is diminished when the laptops still ostensibly belong to the school. And so, we are done for now. Thank you so much for listening and for watching, whatever you're doing. And buenas noches. Ciao.